get it over and done with. Let's get A and B and then...
What's up, it's LactateLactate here, bringing you a Call of Duty gameplay on Rundown. It's a Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. Pretty much always expect with mostly Modern Warfare 2 gameplays on my channel. COD 4 I do enjoy, but in small doses. I find COD 4, I never really played COD 4. I never played COD 4 before I played Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 is definitely my first love in terms of Call of Duty. So it's probably the game that I'm going to be posting most gameplays from. Black Ops I was never really enamoured with. I really tried to get into that game, but I just found the pace of it too slow, too many people running around with Ghost, the kill streaks aren't very effective, the recoil on all the guns is just ridiculous, and I don't know, I just never found it fun. I just feel like everything in that game was sort of designed to slow it down and to make it a little bit more boring. While I do appreciate it's definitely more balanced than Modern Warfare 2, definitely by a long way, I just don't find it fun, and at the end of the day, if you don't find a game fun, what's the point really? Modern Warfare 2 I don't always find fun, but in this game I did. Yeah, I love those guys with running around UMP, Marathon Lightweight Commando, trying so hard, but it didn't really work for him in this game. So anyway, we're playing Rundown here with some of my friends. Toast the Ghost, obviously got his own channel, and Drizzle Me Down, who's, you know, we're definitely going to turn into a cult legend because he is a legend. We were playing this game. I got in late last night. Normally I don't like to play Call of Duty just before I go to bed, but I had nothing else to do, and it just felt like, you know, I wasn't really taking it too seriously, to be honest. We were just trying to, you know, we were in a party, just going around, just basically trying to win every game by as big a possible score as we could. And then this game just sort of happened. Luckily for me, it's a pretty good score. Actually, it is a good score. I wouldn't expect too many scores better than this one on my channel, to be honest. You'll see the score at the end of the game. I do manage to get to my chopper gunner twice, which definitely helped. But the chopper gunner didn't get too many kills. I think the first one it did alright, and then the second one got shot down pretty quickly. So most of it is with my gun. I'm running 5.7.11, you know, yawn. Yeah, everyone does it, but it is definitely the most effective method to rack up a big score. There's no denying that. As for the gun that I'm using, basically I'm using the ACR blinged out, red dot and silencer with stopping power and ninja. Ninja I always find, even on ground war sometimes, maybe it's not so much, but it's sort of necessary. It's a bit of a must for me. I hate you know, the idea of people hearing my footsteps as I'm running around, and obviously, you know, not appearing on heartbeat sensors, even though they're rarely used, is an added bonus. Yeah, and the other bonus I find from people hearing my footsteps, not hearing my footsteps rather, is the fact that I can hear everyone else a bit louder, and that definitely is a benefit. So as you see, I managed to get my chopper gunner there, got shot just after I got it, which was very fortunate indeed. Probably should have done a little bit better in that gunfight, but oh well. And as you see, my chopper gunner just going around. It's a bit funky at the beginning. I just couldn't get it to fly where I wanted it to fly. Do you ever have that where your chopper gunner your pilot's just, I don't know, I think he's drunk at the wheel or something. What? Just flying me about, and I'm just trying to twist and turn, and eventually I managed to get them. This was another chopper gunner. As soon as I finally locate the spawn, obviously the chopper gunner ends. But you know, what can you do? That's just pretty much a standard COD, isn't it? It never quite gives you what you want. It'll give you a little taste and then take it away from you. Very, very addictive game. So anyway, back to the gun. So the ACR with red dot is kind of a classic gun. A lot of people like to use that. I think it's one of the few guns where people genuinely prefer the red dot over the holographic. I mean, I do anyway. The thing I find that adding the silence onto it is just, I like being silent. I hate it when you're running around and you're entering a spawn, or you're just, you know, you've got a nice power point and you shoot your gun and suddenly everyone turns and faces you. It really gets on my tits, to be honest. And so therefore I like being silent. The only negative with that is that while the ACR has no recoil, or yeah, pretty much no recoil, adding the silence on it, just especially at range, makes this gun really, really weak. The ACR's got pretty low damage as it is, so adding the silencer on just sometimes, you know, and it does get you killed sometimes, because you'll be, you know, shooting someone and your bullets just don't do enough damage. Again, with the ACR though, because the bullet registry is so good on this gun, it cancels that out a little bit. But yeah, it's not a very strong gun, so you need to be in positions where you've got a good shot on someone and you can hammer a lot of bullets into them without them getting too many into you. And your shot needs to be pretty good, especially over distance. You really need to be concentrating on burst firing it. And yeah, that's sort of a must with this class. My secondary, I think it was the PP2000 silence and extended mag. I find that PP with the extended mags is just beast. It's basically a primary. It really is. I think it's actually got the same stats as an MP5 with less recoil. So that's always my my secondary choice, just because I feel like any situation I can whip it out really quickly and go to town. So basically, what we were trying to do this whole game was keep them on C, and that's basically a good tactic for rundown. No matter what game type you're playing, domination or team deathmatch. Team deathmatch, you want to get them on that side of the map, and you have all the bridges covered, and that basically makes it really, really difficult for them to get over there. It's basically like shooting fish in a barrel, because they have to cross the bridges to get to you, and when they do, they're like sitting ducks on there. So basically, that's what we're trying to do. However, I find these guys in my spawn, and yeah, I got a little bit excited, decided to turn away, and obviously he had final stand and burned me. But oh well, I go try and get another kill streak now. So basically, as I said, making my way back over to this side of the map. Just want to control this side of the map, control the bridges. If you look, like, we're all sort of across, watching our bridges and stuff. Although now my teammates are actually pushing in a little bit. So it's probably the reason why they started to spawn around at A. Very, very annoying when you're playing, especially in ground war, where you have less influence. Even if you're on a party, you have a lot less influence over your teammates. They decide just to push in, go for the kills. Everyone wants to be the Sandy Ravage or whatever, just go in there and get all the kills. And yeah, it just flips the spawns around. It really, really frustrates me sometimes. But luckily this game, as I say, I see them on the UAV, and I go around to pick them off. The guys manage to get around the back. And then I move back round to my position overlooking that bridge, because the whole game they were just flooding through there. So there was no real reason to move. I mean, it's sort of a defensive style of gameplay, but in this sort of situation where the team are literally just stuck in that position, it's probably the best thing to do. There's no point running around like a headless chicken just trying to get kills mindlessly. At the moment, Toast, or Simon's in his AC-130 right now, so there's not really too much action for me. I'm just sort of picking off the stragglers, anyone that manages to get away from the AC. He's just pouring in the triples and the multis, whatever, just owning these guys. I think that was a 5-man AC-130. Simon would have to clear up on that. I'm pretty sure he went, "I got 5" when he said it. So I'm assuming it was a 5-man AC. So anyway, so now my Harrier's up, and I think the spawn has switched. I sense that the spawn has switched because we're pushing so hard, and they're capturing A. So sure enough, I look over, and I think I run into a guy. Yeah, he is, and takes a massive amount of painkiller, and there is my second chopper gunner. So I go in this chopper gunner, and as I said, they get shot down pretty quickly. I do normally like to turn my chopper gunners down to medium when I use them. The one problem with that is that I always find I forget to turn it back afterwards, so I end up playing the whole game on medium. And while that I can do it, and I definitely find that it makes me more accurate, 3 is probably my personal preference for my sensitivity, just because I just find I like having that sort of steadiness and having that sort of control. I know if I was to play on higher sensitivity, eventually I'll probably get used to it. But as far as I'm concerned, I can be a lot more accurate with the 3 sensitivity. As you see, it gets shot down pretty quickly. So here, I'm not doing any sort of dance, by the way. It was a bit of a noob moment where I was convinced there was a doorway that I should be able to run through. Kind of lost my bearings a little bit. So I ended up just doing a 720 circle. But there you see the score, 48-4. Pretty nice game, really nice game. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you later.